You're listening to Career Ready, and I'm Coach K. Getting you ready for your corporate career. This week on Career Ready, we've been discussing organizational culture. We've unpacked what that means using the OCP framework. We then discussed why knowing an organization's culture should be important to you in your career success using the 5S model. And we discussed how you can actually go about determining the organization's culture before you go and work for them. Today, we close this week's sessions with an important one. The two most common mistakes I have found that we make as Black professionals when we enter the corporate environment for the first time. Number one, we are not authentic. We feel that we have to match the culture for us to be successful in it. We feel we need to twang, eat certain foods at lunch, only wear certain labels, or even hide our history and background. But that's not entirely accurate. Some of the most successful people I've had the pleasure to know in the corporate environment are those who always remain true to who they were, their upbringing, the way they talk, walk, and think. To put it into perspective for you, the most expensive outfits that I have in my closet are my wedding dresses, which cost me just under 4,000 Rand for both. In both my personal and professional life, I've never felt the need to wear overly expensive clothes, and neither should you. We put way too much pressure on ourselves, how we look, how we talk, and we don't focus enough on the quality of our work, on the standard of our output, and how we are regarded as valuable within the supply chain. Number two, we apply our ethnic culture to a non-ethnic environment. Organizational culture does not align to ethnic culture. The same rules that we apply daily in our African cultures does not necessarily apply in the workplace because it is so diverse. And there are three ways that I want to demonstrate how we do this. Number one, we apply gender roles. In most African cultures, the male is regarded as the head of the house and so demands that level of respect. The organizational culture does not apply this sentiment. Whether you're a male or a female, you deserve respect. I've seen very traditional men struggle in corporate environments because no one cares in this environment whether you're a prince or not, whether you are a firstborn son or not, whether you are a man or not. The currency that matters here is your work, the quality of that work, and your ability to work in harmony with others. Number two, we apply a parent-child relationship to professional ones. Now let me explain myself with a story here. I'm honestly a simple girl, raised by Botswana traditional parents. If you walked with me in public, I'm pretty sure that I would annoy you just because I greet everyone I meet, and if they are my elders, they are ma, ra, le malume to me. And so naturally, I brought that mentality to work, and it would take me more than 6 months to remedy my mistake. When I started working, I wasn't cognizant of my place in the hierarchy or the system. If you were my elder, regardless of whether or not you were my senior, I gave you the respect of ma or ra. I found it very difficult to call my elders by their first names. Can you guess how that skewed the working relationship? Yes, unknowingly, I changed the already established professional relationship to a parent-child relationship, and it caused havoc. I found myself often needing to pull rank, reminding them that at work and not our ethnic relationships should be prioritized, taken seriously, and work produced within the allotted SLA. Number three, we apply tribalism. We fight amongst one another and tear each other down based on our own biases of the ideal Black person. I don't know how many times I've been asked at work by other Black people why my name is Quincy. This is often accompanied by, "Don't you have an African name I can call you by instead?" We do not respect one another in our diversity, and yet we expect and demand respect from others. I hope that this week's sessions have given you some insight into what to expect from a corporate environment and its culture. But mostly, I hope that the common mistakes highlighted here today have given you a different perspective to do better, be better, and really thrive in the environments that you find yourselves in an authentic way. That's it from me today. Thank you so much for joining. You can continue the conversation with me on LinkedIn by following my hashtag QMCareerCoaching, or on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, as well at Hello Coach K. Or if you prefer, you can send me an email at info@hellocoachk.com. See you next time.